The ElectroJack 6 from Ideal Instruments, a Neogen company. Ideal Instruments ElectroJack 6 provides the practitioner with a useful, friendly, durable, and powerful tool to evaluate breeding soundness potential. The breeding soundness exam is a useful tool in the evaluation of the potential reproductive capabilities of a bull. Some indications for a soundness exam would be in a pre-purchase situation, yearly as a pre-breeding evaluation of a bull being put into the herd, or in a post-breeding situation when trying to determine the cause of recognized reproductive failure. The exam itself consists of a physical examination as well as a semen evaluation. The physical examination includes observing the bull's physical condition for indicators of general health, such as body condition score. Although an obese bull is not desirable, it is usually advantageous to carry a little extra weight at the beginning because he will be expected to lose weight during the breeding season. This is especially true of bulls that may be coming from a feed trial to the breeding pasture. Teeth should be evaluated to ensure adequate food intake. Watch him walk, looking for existing lameness, interdigital fibromas, or uneven growth, which may indicate a conformational defect, because generally the claws should wear evenly. This should ideally be done while the bull is in an unconfined area, such as pasture or lot. These are important because if a bull cannot walk or support himself on four legs, he is going to have difficulty during breeding when only using two. Look at his eyes for problems such as pink eye scars or squamous cell carcinoma. Problems with eyes are a factor because the majority of a bull's recognition of cows in estrus is done visually. The scrotal circumference is measured and compared to guidelines based on the age of the bull at the time of the examination. Scrotal circumference has been shown to be an indicator of sexual maturity, semen traits, and testicular health in both the bull itself as well as its offspring. Other parts of the physical examination include visualization and palpation of the penis in the sheath. While the penis may be manually exteriorized, this is usually accomplished during the semen collection when the bull has achieved an erection and extension. Looking and palpating for potential problems, such as hair rings, fibropapillomas, or warts, adhesions, or scarring from penile hematomas or penile deviations, like a persistent frenulum. Also, an eversion of the prepuce or extremely pendulous sheath may predispose the bull to penile injuries. The testicles should also be palpated again, looking for irregularities, areas of inconsistency, areas that are too hard or too soft, discrepancies in size between one testicle and the other. The epididymis should be palpated, looking for irregularities or discrepancies from one side to the other. In addition, the accessory sex glands will be palpated rectally. The bull has three accessory sex glands: the vesicular glands, the bulbourethral glands, and the prostate gland. These glands primarily produce the bulk of the seminal fluid and aid in cleansing the urethra prior to ejaculation. The bulbourethral glands are situated too far cranially to be palpated, but the others, along with the ampulla vas deferens and the pelvic urethra, are palpated for detection of irregularities in size or consistency, which might indicate the association of an infection, inflammatory process, or abnormality. The actual semen collection of a breeding soundness exam is typically done with an electroejaculator, such as the ElectroJack 6, manufactured by Neogen Corporation. In essence, this unit provides an electrical current through a rectally placed probe to stimulate the nerves below the rectum that innervate the reproductive organs of the bull. Once the rectal probe has been inserted, the practitioner will initiate the current flow to stimulate the bull. The ElectroJack 6 has two settings for this, an automatic setting and a manual setting. The automatic setting cycles through 40 2-second on-off pulsating cycles that increase in half-volt increments. The unit is designed to be controlled with a remote device. The digital readout displays the current cycle, and the unit will increase in intensity until it reaches the maximum setting, then cycles back to the beginning. The dwell button can be used to hold the intensity of the given output while maintaining the on-off pulsating flow of current. The manual setting allows the practitioner to accomplish the same scenario using the rheostat knob. The purpose of the stimulation is to produce an erection, penile extension, and ejaculation that result in a sample of adequate size to determine semen motility and morphology. It is not necessarily representative of a physiological sample in the volume of the ejaculate. The second part of the breeding soundness exam is the semen evaluation. It is further broken down into semen motility and morphology. The motility relates to the actual progressive movement of the sperm and is recorded as both a visual gross motility rating and as a percentage of individual sperm that are progressively motile. Obviously, outside influences such as dilution of sperm, presence of urine in the sample, and environmental insults such as heat, cold, or chemical contamination of the collection equipment can all affect the semen motility. The morphology relates to abnormalities that may be present in a certain percentage of the sperm cells. It is useful because an increase in the amount of abnormal sperm is a reflection of abnormalities or lesions of the testes or the duct system. These sperm abnormalities are usually classified as primary or secondary abnormalities, which relates more to their origin than to their consequence to fertility. Generally speaking, an increased number of abnormalities involving the head of the sperm originate from the testes, while a large number of tail abnormalities indicate ependymal dysfunction. When all of this information is collected, the bull's individual characteristics are compared to guidelines which have been established by the Society of Theriogenealogy as minimum standards in semen motility and morphology and age-related scrotal circumference. These values, in addition to its physical examination results, combine to give the bull a final classification of either a satisfactory potential breeder, unsatisfactory potential breeder, or a deferred or questionable classification, which would likely result in a re-examination at a later date. It should be pointed out that although the exam is useful in evaluating the reproductive status of the bull, it does not measure libido. While you can assess the bull's physical condition and determine that he has adequate sperm and is able to be successful at reproduction, his actual desire to mate is not evaluated. The complete ElectroJack 6 includes an electronics instrument case, a wireless remote control, a semen collection director cone, semen collection vials, semen collection handle assembly, a bull probe, a 20-foot probe cable assembly, an AC charger, metric scrotal tape, a carrying case, and a gel cell battery, capable of more than 250 collections on a single battery charge. The ElectroJack 6, the ideal choice.